Today we're going to start a new activity called Painted Pasta Patterns. We are going to paint noodles, yellow, red, and blue. Let's get started. These are the materials we're going to be using. We need red, yellow, and blue paint, some noodles. The noodles we're using have a hole in the middle. Looks like a circle. We need a paintbrush, a paint plate, a cup with water, some paper towels or a rag, and if you do have some tongs and an egg carton for storage, those would be very useful also. First, we're going to paint with blue. Let's find the blue paint. Let's leave the lid on to start. Now let's count out 4 noodles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's time to open up the lid of your blue paint. And now we're going to use the paintbrush to paint one noodle at a time. Miss Sarah is painting over the top of the plate to catch any drips. She's not worrying about getting her fingers dirty because she has a paper towel nearby to wipe them off if she needs to. Look how carefully she looks at each side of the noodle. She moves it around to get all the way around every side. When her brush gets dry, she dips it in more paint, just a little at a time. When Sarah's done painting with blue, she's going to wash out her brush. She can also wipe her fingers off so she gets all the blue paint off her fingers. When she's done wiping her fingers, she swirls the brush in the water. That helps get the brush all clean. And then she can wipe the brush on the paper towel so there's no more extra water. Now, Mom or Dad, or whoever's helping you is going to put the lid back on the blue paint. Next, we need to move the wet blue noodles to somewhere to dry. If you have an egg carton, you can store them in the egg carton. Miss Sarah is going to use her tongs to pick up each noodle and set them in the drying place. Look how she puts one noodle in each spot in the egg carton. Nice job, Miss Sarah. Now she can use the paper towel to wipe off her tongs. Next, we're going to paint with red. Let's get our red paint. We'll count out 4 noodles. 1, 2, it's time to open the red paint. Get your paintbrush ready. Let's get painting. Try to get paint on all the sides of the noodle so it's all red. When you're done painting, you can put your paintbrush in the cup of water and then wipe your fingers off. Get all the paint off. Swirl the brush. Miss Sarah's being careful not to splash the water, but she gets to swirl it. Wipes off the extra water. Next, it's time to use your tongs to move the wet noodles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and wipe the paint off the tongs. Lastly, close the lid of the red paint. Next, we're going to paint with yellow. Let's get our yellow paint. Now let's count out 4 noodles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's time to open the yellow paint. Get your paintbrush, and it's time to paint. Can you think of things that are yellow? Think of things. I thought of a banana. What did you think of? Now it's time to clean your paintbrush off in the water. Wipe your fingers. Close your paint cup. Now let's move the noodles to where they're going to dry. 4. Look how the noodles we made fill up the egg carton. Can you count all the noodles? Let's try together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, you painted 12 noodles. We're going to use these noodles next week to do a fun pattern activity. But for now, just let them dry. See you next time.